Mario and friends head to the space bypass in search of the Pure Heart. How did Squirps know about the secret route? Our hero stared suspiciously at him. Why are you staring like that? Said Squirps. Are you falling for Squirps? Who in their right mind would ever? In the darkness of space, the eyes of Squirps glinted mischievously. I think that's how you pronounce it. Chapter 4, Level 3. The Gates of Space. This is the space bypass. Yeah, from somewhere in here we can enter the woe zone. Come on, Space Grunt, look for the entrance, Squeark. The woe zone? You simply must be kidding with me. I demand answers. It's a prohibited zone, Squirp. Some call it the space graveyard, Squikes. It's a complicated maze. They say once you go in, you can never get out. And supposedly the Pure Heart is hidden at the very back of that maze, Squinkly. How would you know that? Who are you really, you incontinent little imp? Jesus Christ, Tippy, calm down. Squirple Speedle Squirp! I made some more that pit stop. Now I'm hungry. But don't worry about that, Space Grunt. Find the woe zone entrance, Squibble. Hey guys, welcome back to Super Paper Mario. Last time we explored Planet Blobule and seriously went on a quest for toilet paper. I wish I could make this up, but I couldn't. Anyway, this time we'll be exploring more of outer space, and thankfully this is the last of the really, in my opinion, bad levels. And right off the bat, I mentioned before that Tippy was acting like really out of character by being so rude. And yeah, she's definitely a lot more reserved than like most party members, I guess, or I guess most like tutorial fairies. I'm just trying to find an item to use real quick. I guess I'll use a fresh pasta bunch. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm not a big fan of Squirps either, but I just don't get why she was acting so rude to him in that scene. Like, yeah, he is annoying, and I get being frustrated with him, but at least he's actually trying to help us. Like, don't make me defend Squirps, Tippy. Please don't make me. And the other thing, too, is that, like, I feel like a large part of her character arc so far has been her learning to trust us. As a matter of fact, the last Pure Heart was released because she began to trust us and because she felt like she genuinely had friends. So, I feel like it just sort of goes against everything that they've been building up to. And the other thing, too, is that there's also another little detail I think is kind of funny but also sad about the last Pure Heart. It's that the Pure Heart was said to only be released by a powerful pulse of love and trust. Francis had been living in there for who knew how long, but he never had any friends, which is why he never found it. Anyway, just food for thought, but yeah, like I was saying, I don't get why they made Tippy so rude in this chapter for no reason. But, there's nothing that interesting over here, except for a red X. Considering we got a pixel in the last chapter, I think it's obvious what we have to do. And this is the last level we actually have to use him, if I'm not mistaken, and this is actually a pretty cool effect. Squirble Squack! This hole, what a lovely shaped squirp! I don't know why, but I want to be squeezed into there. Someone squish me in. This is my hole, it was made for me. Want to squish Squirps into there? Squeezer part. What is this thing? It's a space gate, Squirp. These lead from the space bypass to the woe zone. Through this gate is a way forward, Space Grunts. So let's go through the gate of space and explore a bit more. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's not much to this area except, yeah, just another X. Oh, Chosen One, what will fulfill the strange alien's desire? Something sweet that starts with Shaw and ends with late. This will open the way. Shaw so late. I'm trying to figure out a way to make Shaw sound like all, and I can't. Anyway, we have another gate right here, and you'll notice there are two holes. Now, what you're supposed to do is put Squirps into one of them and then proceed. But this is just really bad design. In order to get a story motivation to move forward, you have to leave Squirps in there. But that leaves you with no way to fight off enemies. So, in other words, in order to explore the rest of the areas fully, you have to proceed without a story hook. But if you get the story hook and move forward, you're completely defenseless. That's just a really bad design, in my opinion. Now, this area is pretty big, and there are 4 portals. The purple one leads back, but the one you want to go through to complete the story is in the upper right. I want to show off what we have to do first, since this area is going to be kind of confusing because of the way I'm choosing to go through it. Here we have a new enemy. They're like the ones we saw last time. That's an Elagon. They're basically stronger versions of the hooligans we saw in the last episode, and shooting them actually makes the cubes fly off. Anyway, this is the portal we want to go through. There's some things you can shoot right here. I want to see if there's anything behind them. But yeah, I'm sure you're starting to, like, see the problem. It's that, like, I just don't get why they would make you explore all this. Why they would make you explore all this without any way to fight off enemies. Anyway, we have, like, a space door right here. Have a twinkly day. Welcome to Twinkle Mart. If we're not closed, we're open. Wow, I was so lonely. Since our grand opening, you're our first customer. I think I should have thought about location more when I bought this place. What you looking for today? Just grab whatever grabs you got, Twinkle Shoppers. And you can buy any of these Choco Bars. All of these are actually recipes, which I'll explain later. But let's just go for the sweet one. Oh, wait, we have to get rid of something. Okay. Let's go into our inventory and see what we don't really need a Turtley Leaf. I didn't mean to use it, but I guess the extra defense is kind of cool. Anyway, what you want to do is get any of the Choco Bars. I'm gonna get a sweet one since it's, well, the cheapest. And if you are going to get the other ones, you just want to use them for yourself. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, that right there is a coin block. Can I hit it with Squirps? Yes, you can. That's actually a lot more efficient than going beneath it. Once again, that would be another thing that you wouldn't get from playing the chapter by the way of the story. So, without out of the way, let's go back to the space gate, and I'll show you what you're, like, sort of supposed to do. I know the structure of this episode has been really awkward because of that, but like I said, it's really because of... It's just because the way this chapter is structured is just really stupid. We want to go... Okay, yeah, I recognize this. We want to go back into the center. The purple... You want to remember that the purple wormhole is the one you want to go through. We also have a save block right here, even though it's not that far after the entrance. But considering how confusing this place is, I won't be surprised if you had to save and got lost. Squirple Squee, another wonderful shape. I feel another compulsion. Must get twisted into there. Someone twist me in. Want to twist Squirps into there? Twist. Something's missing, Squirp. Definitely. I can't shake it. There's only one solution. That's right. Squirps must eat something yummy. Squirps will not move until Squirps eats something good. This I declare, Squirp. So yeah. As if having to wait for him to use the bathroom last episode wasn't bad enough, the story motivation to explore all of that without any way to attack enemies is to get something for him to eat. He's just like, I will stay here, peasants. Go and get me food. Squirps so hungry, Squirps can't move. So, this is why you want to get the Choco Bar. You give it to him. Squirps is a gourmet. Think I'd be satisfied with something like this, squad? We go to all this trouble, Space Grunt, so I don't want to, but... Squirps actually showing gratitude? Is this like a blue moon or something? Squirt Chomp. This is... The chocolate and nuts melt together, creating a full flavor with a clean finish. It's a sweet chocolate sonata written for lovers. It's pure cocoa, heart, love. Squirtle. Too good! Squirps, sorry about that. Squirps got carried away. The gate, it's appeared. The goal is nice, Scoodle. Let's go, Space Grunts. If you go through the gate, we'd already be at the end of the level, but I'm going to show you guys what we can do now. Anyways, I guess eating chocolate makes Squirps, like, asexually reproduce, and then, like, have his offspring and him combine again to one being. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and explore now that we can do that. This portal in the bottom left, if I'm not mistaken, just leads to a bunch of coins. That it does. Hold on. Don't spawn me into the coins, please. I want to flip into 3D. There's really nothing else? Okay. So yeah, this is just a small area with some coins in it. Nothing too important to get. Just a nice little secret if you want some. Anyway, okay. There's not that many. This is purely optional, but it's just a nice little detail. With that, there are 2 more portals that both lead to the same area. I remember when I first played this, I got lost again, because like I said, I found it really hard to, like, distinguish each area from each other. So I thought I was just, like, going into a loop of a bunch of areas before I looked it up and I found out that there actually aren't that many areas. It's just the fact that everything looks the same sort of creates the illusion of it being a big area. Which I do have to admit, it does make it less bad in my opinion, but it's still just not good design if you ask me. Okay, where do I want to go? I think there's, actually here in the top left there's a catch card SP, but I don't, wait, do we have an empty space? Yeah, we do. We got one when we gave Squirps a chocolate bar. Come back and face my beam of death, please. There we go. No, there's one in the center, and there's another one in the bottom right, if I'm not mistaken. We've already been through that one. That's the one we went through to get the chocolate bar in the first place. Okay, we haven't been through there. That's the one in the center. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. If we go to the right, there are more of these things. Can we actually, yeah, we can tell on them. That's a Hedron. Or is it Hedron? I don't know. It's a non-object in the space bypass. They say it's indestructible. But yeah, touching these will take damage, as you've probably already noticed. We have some more photons here, so let's take care of them. Okay. Damn, I didn't want to do that. Let's go up through here, take care of them. We have a stopwatch. We don't want to use that, as we're just going to do one of those things where the item, you let go of the item and it falls back into you. There's another save block right here for some reason, and believe it or not, this wormhole just leads to the bottom right of the big area. And, yeah, that's really all there is. You can explore a bit, but there's just not that much to do. With that, there is actually nothing else to do in Chapter 4-3. So, I think I'll go around a bit more to see if there's anything I missed, even though I don't think so. And for the heck of it, let's just destroy all these bricks. Oh, there's a ghost room, which is kind of nice, but we don't really need it. I'd rather have the catch card SPs in order to, like, get the catch cards, but yeah, that's it. Let's go back and see what's on the other end of the gate, and I'm pretty sure it's the end of the chapter too, so let's go through the final gate of space. Got some these things right here. Don't remember. Warpids, that's what they're called. Don't want to use Fleep. But yeah, the star block is right there. This is actually a pretty short chapter. Actually, both this and Chapter 4 Level 1 are pretty short, which I guess, now that I think about it, doesn't make them as bad. Honestly, I do feel like my opinion of Chapter 4 has changed now. I don't think they're really bad levels per se, just poorly designed ones and just mediocre ones. There are a bunch of interesting concepts they had, but just sort of failed in execution, if you ask me. But with that, thankfully the last of the bad levels are over, and I'll admit, I actually like Chapter 4 Level 4 quite a bit, so anyway, we made it through the gates of space, and that's really it. That's another thing I don't like. I feel like you could have taken either this or Chapter 4 Level 1 out and not changed the story that much. But that's enough complaining for now. I've probably dragged on this ending for too long, so next time on Super Paper Mario, we'll explore the Woe Zone and get the 5th Pure Heart. See you guys next time.